gloves. So he is a healthy subject, doesn't have any symptoms. He has volunteered here for being a subject for demonstration. Give me a glove. So we were in the arterial settings. Machines have got presets, and you can ask your application specialist to set them for you. So I am shifting my machine back to the original position, getting myself to it so that the the patient is accessible. सर नीचे रखो, आराम से लेटे रहना. क्या बोलते हैं मराठी हिंदी दोनों समझते ना. ठीक. So we'll go to probe selection and do a venous selection here. नाव काय तुमचं? शुभम. Give me cotton.
टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टी हुई थी, 15 मिनट पर गया था तो वो सब रिजॉल्व हो गया, बोला लाइन बोल थी इसलिए था वो सब.
कब का?
वो जो बीच में नहीं.
अच्छा तब क्वेश्चंस आए क्या बहुत सारे?
हाँ बोले वो नेटवर्क ऐसा है वैसा है, तो वो बीच में बता देना कि ऐसा ऐसा था.
Okay, okay. So during last demonstration we had some technical issues, and I think some people could not see the femoral vein demonstration, so I'll repeat that part. We'll go back to abdomen, apply jelly and try scanning in the midline. Adjust the depth, adjust the focal zone, so you see the vein and artery very nicely. See the vein how it is showing movement, that is the phasic movement, and this is the pulsatile movement. This helps us differentiate whenever there are occlusions in the other vessel. This is a vein, so make a long section here. That is a IVC. I have angulated the probe because I am putting here color Doppler to see it. And go down to the confluence of veins. थोड़ा पोट फुगवा सोडून दो. So this is a confluence, the right and left. They are not much distended, so you are not able to see them nicely. Still we'll see the vein here, the IVC rather. There are gases, so I'll take a different approach. Take from this side and try to see the IVC. That is aorta. This is IVC. That is it. Put color. The moving air in the bowel usually produces lot of artifacts, and so you should use Doppler only when there is a need, and do not keep the box too big. The area of interest is very small, the vessel is very small, so you should limit that to that particular vessel. So that is IVC. We'll try to increase the PRF little bit. Yeah. And just assess what is the spectral flow. श्वास थांबवा थोड़ा. So this is showing nice phasic flow. The disturbance seen here is due to the bowel gas movement. The Doppler got reflected, and then you see that there is a disturbance. But vein is patent. Now you can see this is the confluence, that is the left, this is right, the arterial bifurcation, and now the common iliac, and he is little bit thinner patient, so we are able to see it nicely. In a thick patient or obese patient, you may need to compress. So I come back to the long section, the IVC. I have angulated my probe. Just show the probe, please. What I am doing is, see, this is IVC. Now this is the area of confluence. At this point, I take this to center and then slowly turn my probe to launch section, and every time the vein was in the view, so that now I see this confluence of the common iliac vein and the external iliac vein. So it looks patent for me, right? So if you come down, then you can see the if you are lost here, either you go back and try to see it again, or what you can do is come to the inguinal ligament where we had seen the external iliac artery, see the vein and artery both. This is the artery, and this is the vein. You get your focus up, you can increase the depth or magnify the image to see them nicely. So now you identify this, and then you again trace it back. So this is common iliac vein, this is external iliac vein, and this is here somewhere should be the internal iliac vein. What we will do is we'll just put color here. So seen that again, this is external iliac, this is common iliac, and this is the internal iliac. See that flow. This flow is blue, this flow is going away. That means this flow direction is normal, this is going towards heart. Why this is red? This flow is coming from this side to me. So that is why this is red. So it is not the type of flow, but it is the direction of blood flow. That you should always remember that. Now we will reduce the box size. This reduces the unnecessary artifacts, and now we will just sample the vein. It is not getting very much filled, so I will reduce PRF so that it gets nicely filled. Okay, just try to put spectrum, and we have to just confirm whether the flow is phasic or not. Get down the baseline. Yes, it is showing phasic flow, normal flow. Now we have reached that is the femoral head here, and from below down it will be a common femoral vein and artery. Now we will change our probe here. From convex we will take a high frequency linear probe. We will change his posture. पैर बाहर घुमाओ, leg, the thigh is externally rotated, the leg is little bit flexed. He should relax. आराम से लेटे रहना है. That is very much required. And then we change our probe to a high frequency probe. Take a venous setting because we are doing a venous Doppler here. So we know what is the course of the femoral vein. Just put a jelly throughout. That reduces your examination time. If you are in doubt as a beginner, where is the femoral artery or vein, just palpate here, and you palpate the artery is very easily palpable. The artery is lateral, the vein is medial. So if I am palpating artery here, so vein should be here. So I will keep my probe there. See that on the screen, I have kept my probe there. and you see the femoral artery, femoral vein, and the junction. We'll just, for better visualization, will increase the depth. I've adjusted the focus. Now I see it 1, 2, 3. First and foremost is the compression. Compression, the vein is getting compressed, artery is not getting compressed. That means it is patent. Then try to see try to trace it down. We know the junction here. Junction assessment we will do a little bit later, and we will see what is happening. If you come down, what happens is the artery bifurcates first, and the vein joining of the deep femoral and the superficial femoral vein, it comes at a lower level. So that we should know, and that makes us use while scanning patients. So this is common femoral vein, that is junction, and that there is a confluence. You can see this is superficial femoral and the deep femoral going this way, and now the femoral vein and artery, they will have a constant relationship till the mid thigh or lower thigh region. Artery will be anterior and this will be posterior. If you compress this, then you must always compress in a transverse plane, never compress in a longitudinal plane, because what happens in a longitudinal plane, this is a vein seen and you are compressing it, you don't know really whether it is getting compressed or not, so it becomes difficult. See that wall, can you see this wall opening and closing? Seen very nicely. Though we are not required to see and report, but see this wall, it is competent like wall getting closed in between, very nicely seen. So we'll go back to the transverse section. So in quickly we assess the compressibility. Let's say at every 5 to 10 centimeters you can compress the vein and confirm that there is no deep vein thrombosis right up to the adductor compartment. So we have confirmed vein, we have confirmed that it is patent as far as B mode findings are concerned. Now you can come back to the saphenofemoral junction. The saphenofemoral junction, this is the saphenofemoral junction. You can see it in a long section like this, where this is the femoral vein. थोडं आतमध्ये धरून ठेव दादा, असं असं इथे, हां खाली झोपून जा, डोकं खाली ठेवा. If you see this in long section, this is the great saphenous vein, this is the epigastric vein, and that is a common junction here down. Same thing if you see in transverse section. If you come from above, that is the femoral vein, the epigastric vein, that is joining the GSV here, and you can see that there is a junction here. If you trace the femoral vein, again you have to keep your probe very light because the veins are very superficial. You compress a little bit, give you pressure and nothing will be seen. We'll adjust the focus up, little bit magnification, and you can see, follow this. So this is a GSV, and this you can see that as a Egyptian eye, that is a vein, this is the fascia, and this is the fascia. So the tributaries of this GSV, they at the end or at near the insertion, they remain here, and then the proximal course, they are very much superficial. So we'll try to assess the saphenofemoral incompetence. What we do is we focus the femoral vein, we focus the junction nicely. We see that we are not giving any pressure. We increase little bit the color. We can see that wall there. So what we do is just put color here. So you can see the flow nicely. What is the direction of flow? Direction of flow is blue, it is going down into the common femoral vein. This flow is also going in down, and then at this point you can do little bit adjustment as far as the scale is there. I have reduced the scale. See, the gain has increased and you can see the flow more nicely. Little bit red flow is seen in between. That is normal. We will try to see whether he has got reflux or not. There is lot of color bleed outside, but this is okay at this point because we want to see the minimal reflux. So after doing this, then we scan the vein here and put a spectrum Doppler here. Gate as per the vein diameter, I have reduced the gate to 1 centimeter. It was 1 millimeter, sorry. And now still my probe, there is no probe pressure, and now I am seeing it at rest. What is happening? Most of the flow is below the baseline, that means going away towards the junction. दादा पोट फुगवा हळूच सोडून द्या. फुगवा पुन्हा सोडून द्या. आरामात श्वास घ्या. So this was the normal flow we were getting. This was going down away from the probe towards the junction. This is the small red you used to see here. That is due to the closure of the valve. And distally, and when the patient is not patient has relaxed, then again there is a gush of flow into the junction. So this way 5-6 things you have to do. Most important is what you can do additionally is, if your hand is getting stressed, just rest your wrist here and then do the maneuvering. It becomes easy. See, we'll do it again. Remove the spectrum as of now. So that is the inferior epigastric and the common femoral. See, the inferior epigastric is showing red flow here because it is coming towards the probe, coming from the abdominal wall. This is inferior epigastric flow coming here, and this flow is going down, so it is going away from this point to this point, so it is showing blue flow. You can trace this in long section, which is very difficult. So go back to the transverse section and try to see the GSV. If it is dilated, it is seen very nicely. Otherwise, you can ask, once you have evaluated the junction, you can ask the patient to sit so that it becomes more distended. So we'll go back, we'll reduce, increase the depth now, and see the artery, see the vein in transverse section in a color Doppler. So we will increase the PRF because the vein has got good flow. This is the common femoral vein coming down, down, down. See, that is a confluence of the deep femoral vein and superficial femoral vein. You come down and have to adjust the box to see that the flow is there or not. So there is a spontaneous flow in this vein, so you need not do much. What you can see, what you can do are the two features of the vein that you can confirm. These are better done in a long section of the vein. The upper one is artery, the lower one is vein, and here I put a spectrum, and I'll ask him to do a Valsalva. Dada पोट फुगा मगा सारखं. That's it. सोडून दे. I have lost the plane, so I'll come back and recheck it. Where was the vein? So this is the vein. Port फुगो सोडून दे. So that is the normal response to Valsalva. There is a cessation of flow. That means from this point towards the heart, the system is almost patent. Second point is, secondly, what you can do, augmentation test. This augmentation you can do it yourself or call your assistant to do. Just squeeze his cuff, please. Somebody. Just squeeze his cuff. Just a minute, just a minute. I have focused it here. I will apply a spectral Doppler across and ask to hold. This is a normal flow. Now squeeze. That's it. After squeezing, there is increase in the flow because the blood is getting pushed from the calf to the heart through the femoral vein, and that is what we are seeing. And that means the more or less the segment from the calf to this point is patent. So now we move to the popliteal fossa, get to B mode again, do a transverse section. In a transverse section, try to see what things you can make out. So the popliteal vein becomes superficial here. I will just change my position, get the machine nearer to the site of examination and make myself comfortable. So you can see the popliteal vein and the popliteal artery. So we can make a long section here to see the vein and artery, and in a long section we can see that there are two parallel channels. These are the tibial artery and tibial vein. We have seen that in earlier patient also. So this is the popliteal vein and the anterior tibial vein draining into it. So what we will do is, we will reduce the PRF little bit so that the vein is nicely seen. We have reduced the PRF, vein is nicely seen. We will just do again, please compress the lower leg, just a minute, wait. Compress. So there is a normal augmentation response, and that vein is down below. From that point to this point is patent. So that is the junction of anterior tibial vein and the popliteal vein. And try to see the short saphenous if it is there. उठ के बैठो, उठून बसा, थोडं मागे सरका, पाय असंच राहू दे. It is not that clearly seen. See, this is the short saphenous. It is dipping down, but it is not very prominent to be visualized nicely here. हिला सोडून दे पाय, टाईट नको करू. एक काम करा, सर पलटून जा. हां, झोपून जा. झोपून जा. डोकं खाली ठेव. So we'll confirm what we were seeing there. Get the focus down. We could just see the short saphenous, but since it is not very prominent, it is not seen. So we can take it as normal. Unlike saphenofemoral junction, saphenopopliteal junction evaluation is sometimes or many times not possible, just because the vein is either rudimentary or it doesn't carry much blood there. So सरळ झोपून जा. पुन्हा सरळ पाय बाहेर करून उठून बसून जा. We'll try to see the GSV if we can see. Yes. Now I am seeing the superficial vein, so I have just reduced the depth and brought my focus to the area of interest, so that we can see that short saphenous vein nicely, long saphenous or great saphenous vein nicely. So this is the great saphenous vein. You can see this is great saphenous vein. This is joined by tributary there. And if it goes up, and then there one more tributary. Unless they are dilated, we don't do that. And that is one more joining, and final is the junction. If you come back from that position, so it is in the fascia and there are multiple tributaries. Right. So we go to the tibial veins. As I said, the tibial veins, they may show spontaneous flow or may not show spontaneous flow. And if you make the patient sitting or standing, they stand out, and then you can see them nicely. Again, as seen in our earlier example, see them in transverse, compress them, the veins get compressed, artery doesn't get compressed. And again, keep on compressing for some time. Our primary aim is to rule out deep venous thrombosis, and with this we are achieving that is the compression in a transverse section. At the same time, try to see whether there are any communications in between the GSV and the tibial vein. You can see here there is a small vein. See, this is artery, these two are vein, and something is coming out, but we are not able to see its extension, whether it is going up and into the superficial plane. Still not seen. This is the GSV. So apparently this is one vessel that is going down. We'll try to see again in a transverse plane. Whether we see any vessel traversing this down. So this is the fascia through which the superficial vein will come into the deep plane, and you can see this vein going, that is doing that. So this is the vein. The caliber is not much. Measurement of caliber, some people do at the entry point, some people do in the proximal, some say it is you should do it in the distal part. But in this case, if we measure say at the entry point, the caliber of this vein is quite small. It is hardly 1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeters. And of course, if there is some spontaneous flow, there is unlikely that this is incompetent. Still we will try to see what is the flow in it. We will steer this way, we will reduce the size. So on color you can see there is intermittent flow in the in that perforator. We know this is normal, but we will try to demonstrate whether it is showing characteristics of normal. I will reduce the sample volume here. We are seeing very small vessel. We don't need angle corrections here. What we want to know is demonstrate the direction of flow. Again my pressure, the probe pressure is minimal. I have rested my ring finger here so that my probe pressure is minimal. Or I can rest my wrist here on patient's leg or on the couch so that I don't get stressed out. So this is that area. Again we are seeing it on color. We'll try to see on spectrum what you are seeing. So most of the flow is going down. There is no much significant flow. And there is a difference between artifact and a flow. See, this is a flow. This is a flow. This is unequal. And this is artifact. Artifact is almost equal on both sides. So you have to be very cautious while doing this and assessing this. We will try to do a distal compression. Just a minute. Let us adjust, let us fix our position where we are. Do give a compression and then release. So what we have seen is there was a little bit flow. There is a augmentation due to compression, and distal to that there is no flow. So this is normal response of a perforator to distal compression. We will try to do it again with spectral Doppler. Compress. Reassess because varicose is very small. I am just demonstrating it for everybody's use. Okay, how to see a perforator. Compress. No, compress for a second and then relax. Wait. See that entry point again. Try to see what is happening there. Compress. Squeeze it 1 second and relax. Wait. This compression has to be a little bit sustained so that everything is emptied out, and then you see what is happening. Compress. Now we will demonstrate in some other perforator which is a little bit bigger size. So that is how you see. I will again increase the depth, go back to TBL. So that posterior tibial veins, they are seen here. Again do a compression. Again you can confirm there. patency by both by only distal augmentation. Valsalva doesn't reach up to this position, and what you can do is just the distal augmentation. So there is no spontaneous flow. पोट ढिलं सोडून दे आता, tight नको करू. I will try to increase hey, there is no much spontaneous flow. So how to confirm patency? One is compression in the transverse plane, and second is distal augmentation. Augment. So this is also normal for a TBL vein. It is not that they will show always spontaneous flow. More so, whenever you get a patient of a edema, then you the veins get compressed and you simply don't see them. So the artery comes to our rescue, and we try to see around the artery and try to augment them and try to visualize on B mode first that yes, here is the vein, and then you can put a color there to see document that flow. Coming to the anterior tibial segment, the anterior tibial segment this is just lateral, and at the level of ankle joint, the tibial veins and artery, they are anterior. You can see them here, veins and artery, veins getting compressed, arteries are seen, and if you trace them, they go towards the side of the tibia, and they are little bit deeper as they go up. So you can see them in both planes, the longitudinal plane as well as the transverse plane. It is always advisable to follow the tibial artery if you are not seeing them properly. So we will steer it this way, try to see, reduce our scale, whether we are seeing the flow, what is the color gain, we will increase that. You can see that flow in the artery. Compress the vein, augment the vein. On augmentation there is a flow in the tibial veins. Same can be traced up to the interosseous membrane. So the great saphenous vein we have seen, it traverses right from the medial aspect, comes to the medial side of the knee joint, and then little bit anterior and medial, and then again goes to up to the medial malleolus. The short saphenous you may see or you may not see. If it is dilated, you can see it nicely. So this almost completes our demonstration part on a venous lower limb venous system. Do we have a case? Yeah. So we have one more case for demonstration.